Hello, welcome to day 1100. Oh, I can do that. Interesting. That has been, what the fuck was I trying to say? 1100 day has been passed. English is not my first language apparently. But that's it. Happy 1100 Star Rail days. Currently I'm still farming for some eagle set, just because I know we need some eagle set down the line, because obviously we need some eagle set down the line. Let me just like prepare some. This it's gonna be, what's gonna happen is gonna be very funky. Okay, it's gonna be real funky around the world. Okay, so first thing first, obviously we have to do our dailies, which I complete. Do everything I can to finish off. I know there is a thingy thing where you can speak to Pom Pom and you get a free weekly jade. So there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm like a bit slightly overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, I'll be honest. Okay, let's see if I can do that. I don't think you're going to trigger a long cutscene or any cutscene at all. I'm going to go to meet Pom Pom. Meet Pom Pom. Teleport. Then, after I claim whatever the fuck I want from Pom Pom, you just right in time. As a conductor, it's Pom Pom's job to keep an eye on how every passenger getting along. Has anything been on your mind that Pom Pom should know? Can you help me swap in the latest graphic card model? Can I get a pad on the Express? Absolutely not. It's way too much work to maintain. Passengers who don't do the cleaning themselves will never understand. Pom Pom should have known better. Speaking of which, it seems Passenger March and Duncan has something waiting for you. They're in your room at this moment. If you're interested, go check it out. This looks a little bit different. Could it be a surprise? Duncan is much prepared for me. Mission accomplished. This promo video is gonna look like a breeze, but actually putting this together has a whole other story. What she do is she can arrange the rest however she feel it. This is an introduction to the thing. You're back. Tada, check it out. You give your room a little makeover. Doesn't it look way more impressive now? You can display all the honors you have earned here. There's proof of your trailblazing expedition. Watching a blank wall will fill up a bit. It's sure to be super satisfying. Mementos collected during your journey can be stored in this cabinet. They should really have way more design. Remember to put your faith in the middle. Oh, and this is the photo wall. Is my favorite part. From now on, you have more than one place on the Express to store all our trailblazing memories together, capturing the journey's moment so they become treasured in retrospect. Give it a shot, arrange the display however you like. Okay, I didn't know there's a tutorial for it, but sure. It's great that the look nicer now, but I got a question. You're not using my money for this, are you? What I say, Duncan, that'll be a top priority mind on her things on her mind. It's a gift for you, so obviously we use our own Express fund, the one Duncan and I share. Duncan still have ton left over from his room renovation. As for mine, let's not get that. Point is, your share is safe. Guys, on a room makeover. It's all started with a room renovation ad that much heard. It's not that complicated. Long story short, there was an IPC shopping vessel passing through a nearby cementum, and they had their loudspeaker cranked out to the max. Their home furnishing sale, and then pretty much it. Come on, it's not coming out of your pocket anyway, so take it as a gift. So you prepare a gift for the others. Oh yeah, totally. Coffee bean for Emiko, a massage device for Mrs. Yang, and grip strengthener for Sunday. And my new cushion, not that it's particularly useful. You have a new cushion? One more thing, March, and I noticed another cardboard box in the parlor Party card, I assume it's your purchase as well. It's already set up the machine matching pieces for you. News to me, maybe it's a freebie they throw in with our shopping spree. Probably time, let's go experience the joy of unboxing now. Okay, so I have fun though. I feel like that will trigger more cutscene. So I don't want to spend too long here. So we're gonna just say hi to them and move on to the main event. Now, the main event required me to be outside of Saru because I do not want to turn it on the whole time. But before we go, 1,100. Beautiful. Let me get out here. Turn on some background music so that we don't just die forever. I'm just gonna play Extra Theater. Apparently starting from volume 2. Not sure how that will sound at the other end. It should be better than nothing. I should really just hear it myself. Give me a sec. I should really just... Oh. Okay, I can hear it. All good. Now for the main part of the stream. Wow. We're back at it. Another fucking tier list. This time, we're ranking every event. Every event. And let me tell you, there is a lot of event. Now, obviously, we're only going to do gameplay event. Or any event that have some sort of relevance that you require your character to be partaking in, and not like a spending event or like a gift event or any of those, right? Just pure game. Now, do we need to... Okay, first of all, we always need a arrow below. This is always the F tier, which is also fuck this, that never fuck this, delete forever ever. Okay, S is Sugoi needs... Okay, that's too cringe. Okay, the rest is simple. S is basically a absolute banger of an event that I would want all the time. Also, I need to minimize a bit. Okay, this I'm gonna cram so much of my screen. There we go. How bad does that look over on that side? Pretty bad. Mainly, we can adjust this as we go, right? We don't really need this. So S is like, I want to play. I wish it's a permanent game mode. We can think of S. A is a great game mode. It's a fun. I had my time with it. If they have like if it's like what's the call? Unlimited replayability, I'll probably have time. I will probably spend time playing that, right? Though there's a couple of them that I still didn't, even though they do have some replayability. But you get what I mean. B is your standard. It's like it's unique. It's intriguing, right? I would say for the fun and innovative, I'll put an A, right? Innovative but not really the most captivating, I'll still put a B. C is like, okay, it's an event, right? It's not really, it's not a time sinker. Doesn't really bring joy. Not say joy lah. Like, doesn't really bring that much engagement. I'll probably put a C. D is like, okay, it's kind of ass. Like maybe they have some sort of weird gimmick, can see how they do it. Just maybe not my taste too. F is just, yeah, just fuck this, delete forever. Okay, this is not organized. Someone make this tier list. Let me credit Nizam for making, I think, the tier list all the way until here. Then the rest I need to go individually download the picture. All good, but we're gonna follow based on chronological order. Let's start this. There's a lot, like I used to say. Okay, so we're gonna ignore all those there's a freebie, like for example, tempo. Like most of these, I could put in, but you're gonna see me put like S because it's tempo, right? You don't need to do anything for it. The first ever proper event is the Boulder Town Super League. Now I'm gonna base this on purely memory, and if I really forget, I'll click in and try to recall some of the moment, right? So okay, that's a bad idea too for me to do. If I just click like this, oh, you only show like that. Okay, that'll probably be a better way. So for now, I guess for now we can just do this. So this is the first ever event. I remember thinking like, yo, are they gonna do like some sort of like, I thought this is like the end game mode, right? Turns out it's not, which is weird. This is not limited if I'm not mistaken, but there is a version that is a permanent in the future, which oh no, the other way around. This is permanent. You can fight this, but there's a limited. All of them have a limited version of money. Those that can be put into the permanent mode have a extra limited reward if you play them on that patch. So judging from here is I assume randomly fought against some opponent, and you just try to win. I think you get like some different buff. No, there's no buff. Oh yes, there is. There's some different buff per fight, but other than that, it's a very standard combat event. First ever, I would say, is very run of the mill, right? There's nothing too crazy about it. I'm not gonna go into details, hopefully not too in details in every game mode, but those that at least I remember, right? Star Hunt game. Okay, this one is a weird one. This one used simulated universe as the main medium of playing the game, and back then, any form of simulated universe was a fucking banger, right? Though this doesn't really change much, if I'm not mistaken. I think this just changed. Oh, this is alright. There's a whole sticker thing. You need to find around the sticker, and was that? No, there's definitely. I remember this one need to do simulated universe. I guess I have some false memory, but it's related to simulated universe since they are in the Herta space station. I don't know why I recall this a bit more enticing, but I'm surprised they didn't keep the graffiti mechanic. A lot of this game mode also is like a predecessor to a permanent or upcoming game mode that is now exists in the game. For like the most popular one is the Fate Stage game event. This one, the Holy Grail one, is obviously the introduction to Currency War, right? So I'm surprised they didn't do the graffiti as a part of the quality of life, right? I honestly won't mind it. I think there's like one other event that used graffiti, but for some reason I recall it being special. I guess the whole like, oh shit, event doesn't need to be purely combat. make it feel like have much more connection to it. Now, the first ever big one, I'm just gonna call it the Bellabog Museum. This is the first ever management style. Dude, where the fuck is it? There you go, here. First ever management style minigame or event where you basically have a whole separate UI to manage your unit, which is like to run the business. And the business, here's one thing I realized that they don't do much lately. Over time, as you play the event, the surrounding area get developed more and more. I find that very neat, right? I think the gameplay is alright. I do like there is a lot of content in it, as in like you actually have to get out of the management system to meet up with people to do certain odd job for them to continue. Some might be tedious, but I do like the overall that you do get to see the unit you place do appear on the map, and you can interact with them, and you can actually see the lore of Bellabog being developed. Is it the greatest of all time? No, but I think it's a very, very good addition, especially a way to develop to tie lore into it, right? Fantastic. Lab assistant in position. Okay, this is what the first feel like. Come on, it's kind of ass. This is just you get a material, you submit it, and that's it. You get a reward. You get free stuff, but you just do like the most mundane stuff ever, right? So there's nothing to do there, right? Might be even F. Let's see if there's some other stuff that can compete with it. Stellar Flare. This is one of part 3, but there's 3 versions of this. I think I might as well do all 3. Let's just do it in sequence. The first one, showcasing, I believe this is like how they slowly introduce buffing game mode, that especially how they choose in like Pure Fiction, right? Where you can choose different buff. You go and make a very special, unique team comp that you build around the buff and try to fight the enemy. This like the early on that make you think of end game mode, like you develop around the buff, right? And not just always choose the strongest unit, right? And rely on mechanic now. But still very early on. Some of the buff is fun. One of them contained the QQ one where you just have infinite skill point. I think it's the second one. The first one has, I can't remember. I think one with Alan, where you just fucking permanently use Alan ultimate. It's kind of insane. Most of the combat one are gonna be clumped together, because as much as combat is like the main gameplay of the game, you can only do so much to make combat more intriguing. They did ways to make it more intriguing, but Stellar Flare is just unique and definitely help out fine-tune for Pure Fiction, Apocalyptic Shadow, and like other game mode or other event down the line. So it's good for that part. That's it. I need to speed this up. No. Okay. Tales of the Fantastic. It is mainly a combat event, but have a weird tie of narrative to it. Still just a combat event. So similar, I feel like it's quite similar to, especially at that time, you feel like it's quite similar to Stellar Flare, but I think it is more heavy on like you need to use specific mechanic to clear, because you need to earn specific point to earn reward. This one is permanent, and I still haven't unlocked the last one yet. There's like one extra reward I haven't unlocked yet, so For now, it's still a C. It's relatively same. It's like slightly better than Stellar Flag, I guess. Where Are You, Mystery Trotter? If I'm not mistaken, is the... He just run around the map just to talk to people and fight Trotter. This one is obviously in Bellabog. I do like they have a very unique UI of this watch or clock, whatever this is, right? But other than that, it's pretty meh. It's a very fast event. It's not as bad as this. You still at least do something, but it's not that memorable. Underground Treasure Hunt. Now this one is a bit special. I love the fucking way they do it. The going through dig through the level. It's like pseudo Minesweeper style, but they didn't really develop much of it, right? I feel like they could definitely do much better, much more. Surprised they didn't do more event based on that. Still put it at B because I do remember. Shockingly, some of the earlier event, I rank them higher is because I can remember them existing. I somewhat forgot this exists until I prepare for this tier list. So, good for the treasure hunt. Aram Alley. Ooh. I think this is the same tier as the museum. You manage, I guess in this case you like Tetris style. The thing, it is quite a simple puzzle, but the fact that you see Aram Alley build, expand, more people come, story, narrative tied to it. Oh, this was like the golden age of event, man. Like some of the earlier one here is like the best time to play Star Rail for their event. Like holy shit. Which, okay, they put some disaster here and go in gear. Right, I don't really want to tier list them because I really done a tier list for them. If anything, I'll put go in gear like S and some disaster A, but for now I'm just gonna exclude them because those are they are event. I consider them more of an endgame mode, so I did that in my endgame mode tier list. So we're gonna skip those. But you can see after Aram Alley, fucking Swarm Disaster, big hit out of it. Then you come a slight stinker. It's a fucking assignment minigame. It's just an assignment quest. There is technically law. Honestly, fuck this. Why would you ever do that? They should not. This is like so bad for an event. It's basically telling you, oh, just come play, log in, get reward, log out. Doesn't really interact much, right? As an event is as a freebie for reward, great, but you know, still as for as an event. Ethereum War, like come on, it's Ethereum War. I believe the spin-off, like the Honkai. Fuck, it's like a Pokemon style game. I feel like it's essentially based off Ethereum War, right? Where you have it's just Pokemon, right? You can choose a unit, play them out. But then I'm not if I'm not mistaken, that game is actually more like TFT gameplay style instead of like Pokemon style, right? But the fact that you become the enemy and they have unique skill, not unique lah, I see like you can actually use their skill and talent and ability and fight and actually make a team out of it. It's so good. How did they not make a sequel yet? I'm shocked they didn't make a sequel yet. Honestly, this early on, the only implementation of you getting extra like monster as an fighter way later down the line, until like 3.x something event, where you get whatchamacallit, I think it's like they replace one of you need to become a monster and you use that enemy to attack, right? One of the combat event down the line, right? And another example is the pom pom fight, the boss pom pom, like King Aloy's pom pom. They summon one of the figure for you to utilize and fight. That might be earlier instant than those I mentioned, but I'm surprised it take that long to implement. But Earthrealm War introduced also introduced like one of the earlier NPC that is unique and is technically lore relevant. You're gonna see them quite often. You see them. I think it's Giovanni. I think it's Giovanni. Start with a G. Obviously, it's a maskful and appear quite often for event. And surprisingly in the main story too. So fantastic. Obviously, I biased to Silverwolf's in this event, so I like it. Planet Infinity is a unique simulated universe style game mode where I think I'm mixing these two up, that's why I'm confusing, where you get super like boosted AF courier to play through your simulated universe. It's actually very fun, but it's kinda it's basically, I feel like a combat event, but they use simulated universe, so I put a high B, right? If they keep expanding it, I feel like whoa, I could see myself doing it. But I feel like this is also a small sample of what they will soon develop Divergent Universe, right? I can feel like some of the element here, or maybe most of the element here, are translated in Divergent Universe, right? For how you choose your like weighted courier. Maybe it's like this considered as like a weighted courier or the mask in the current Divergent Universe version. So, but not too stand out by itself. So B goes A Phoxian Tale of the Haunted. Oh, fantastic. Not in terms of gameplay, but just the lore. I love when they introduce game mode or event that really tie the character that they are releasing for the banner. Like Ho-Ho is like the perfect face for this whole event. So perfect. Like they kind of how I say this you have a whole new map first of all to explore, right? Just to do this event. Then you have the whole here's one way I can say about it. It feels like a main story, but become an event. I don't know how they did that, but it feels like a main story. It should be a main story, but it's just an event. And the whole dynamic for the Ghost Hunting Squad is like so perfect. The gameplay again not the best, but if they make a sequel, you know everyone's gonna be playing it, right? Though it is the first ever game, if I'm not mistaken, that introduced the popularity ranking system, where they show you the chart of how well you did at certain week, because you actually go through monitor fucking social media. It's the first ever game that introduced social media, and it's decent, oddly enough, decent amount of mini game that event that have social media included. So I fucking like it. It's one of the more memorable, obviously the more memorable event. Stellar Shadow Seeker is a take picture minigame. It's alright. I do recall it but it's a take picture minigame. You don't really say much. This is an upgraded version of the Boulder Town fighting game. I'll be honest, I don't recall what's special about it other than you just still fight enemy. So same tier it goes. Critter Pig. Oddly, not my kind. Is okay. This might be like hypercritical. Yes, that's a word of me. This is obviously a very run May heavy game, but unlike the Ghost Hunting Squad, you occasionally meet Ranmei and see what he's up to, but mainly it's just more like discovering the creature. They're cute. I kinda not really that into it. Not my kind. But honestly, yeah, it's really is not my kind. I'm sorry. It's not. If they remake this, I don't know how they're gonna remake this to be more interesting, but I'm not gonna go, oh my god, we wanna play that 24/7. No, I'm just gonna go there for the story, see what's up with Ranmei, and probably just beeline the gameplay. The gameplay is not that intriguing. Going Gale will be S, but there's a end game mode. Now, this I don't recall a single bit. I actually don't remember a single bit about this. So it's a combat event. I think I recall we have that one weird lab area. We go in that lab area to fight. It's a combat event that I don't even recall. So the bottom of the sea goes. At least it's a combat event, right? Better than going in just to log in. Dream Chaser Bulletin. Shit. I don't think this is the drinking event, right? This is something else. Oh, this is okay. They have this kind of stuff where you can go wherever there's a new world. The first thing you do is to explore the gimmicky of the new world. I don't consider that as event. I just consider that as, oh, you're just exploring the world. I don't consider this as a event. Okay. Haru Prison Break. They utilize the Haru gameplay. But I'll be honest, the Haru mini game is not that intriguing. I feel like it's around the same tier as Critter Pig. I think it's better than Critter Pig, but like it's just a bit slow. The story question mark, like when you especially this like very early on Penacony. The slow reveal of who the Pannonian or what the story of Penacony about haven't like fully finished, right? And so the what's my brain trying to say, the slow introduction, the extra knowledge from the lore from this event is a neat thing. Other than that, it's alright. Dreamjob TV. This is a combat event, I remember. I do recall this is a combat event. I recall this is a slightly better combat event because you get trial character. I think this is like the first ever they introduced trial character to combat event. I believe. Still see though, because there's not really much unique stuff for that. Penacony Food Fest. I'll be honest, I don't recall. Oh! This is just get the ingredient and submit and just get reward, right? Yes. Get the ingredient, submit, and get reward is an automatic detail. Moving on. Cosmic Odyssey. The first ever anniversary, the main anniversary event. This relies on rolling dice, landing on places, buying it, and running around the map just to get as much coin as money as possible. It's A, it's not S. Here's why. The gameplay is kinda ass. I understand that anniversary event is out of story, out of game, out of interacting with the real world. All 3 anniversary is like a separate UI you interact with. Even then, the dice aspect of it is kinda ass. The only saving grace and why it's so high up is the amount of I guess it is technically reference, interaction and extra story nitbit you have is great. Thinking more about it, the gameplay is so mediocre though. I'll put it down a bit, I'll drag it down a bit. The gameplay is very mid as fuck. But the fact that you learn a lot about a lot of the character personality from here is great. But gameplay wise is meh. I'm telling you, so meh. Vigilante in the cup, that's an automatic A tier. Is it better than the museum? Yeah, I like the gameplay much more here. It's way more charming. You introduce the Xiaopan. I should have like in 1200. Maybe I'll do a tier list for unique side character. But hold on, music is slightly. Oh my god, slightly too loud for my liking. Okay. So where was I? Right. You get introduced to Japan. We talk to a lot of the NPC, and we just start chilling. This is like the most chill mini game. Up until you learn more about them, and then they need to go into their drama and you need to solve their drama and yada yada. Honestly, it's one of those moments that I'd rather play more of the minigame than know more of the lore, because the lore is just is by NPC. You don't actually learn more about other people. There's a future version of this which I will say they did better, obviously. But as currently stand, it's one of the more memorable event to date. Like it's some of the drink making aspect. I think one YouTube channel blew up, not blew up lah, but I find it quite charming to see getting popular. It's like it's a drink maker or a drink smith, and they start making drink based on the unique drink in the not unique, like the unique style of drink in the event, and it's quite fun to watch. So it's a great event. There's really not much more to say. Tide of War is a combat event with a hint of Silver Wolf, because obviously it's pixel thing. So it's slightly better than every other combat event. What significance does it provide? I'll be honest, I don't recall. So moving on. Dream Joy Memorial. This is a very unique one. This is a unique one. This is one of the most lengthy in terms of wording event, because you have to like go through the entire like filmmaking process, but going through that requires you to read a shit ton of slide. The outcome is you knowing what the fuck is Clocky. And that is the fun part. This is before the... If I'm not mistaken, this should be around the ending point. It's either during the climax or after the climax. You kinda already know what's going on, and you probably already know who Clocky is. But this event is just there to show you, make you, instead of like telling you, like let you live through it in a more in a way that somehow can tie into how they will tell you in the main story in the world. I love, similar to Cosmic Odyssey, is that great storytelling. Gameplay is not the best, but I love the idea that you can tell a whole character just from a event. All about Boot Hill is all about D. It's another assignment quest. Okay, at least this one tell you a bit about Boot Hill, so don't delete Boot Hill. But come on, like really. The Legend of Galaxy Base Wallet. This is a pre-sequel to Anoma Domain, or those that use mainly Anoma Domain. Now, what makes this better than Anoma Domain after its eventual release is that for a combat event, you actually have you actually don't need to invest so much in your team. You just need to understand how those kind of like roguelike, like I don't know what it's like, those like evolved survival game where you have to survive, evolve your weapon, and try to reach the end game style gameplay. That is quite chill. That's it. Not too particular, and this is better than Anoma Domain because this one purely rely on the weapon, while Anoma Domain is like kind of ask you to also build a team around it, which is like do one or another, right? So I'm not that so. I don't think it's fair to put this among here. It's a memorable one, similar to how Clocky's event is. It's quite memorable. Giovanni also appear here. That's it. Mainly that's it, right? We are halfway through 2024, baby. So here's where Divergent Universe released. So a lot of things will change. By change, I mean Origami Bird Clash. I'll be honest, I don't like the gameplay. It's very mediocre. This is the first ever introduction to co-op mini game, but it's fucking Candy Crush. I don't. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. It's so whatever. Stellar Shimmer version 2 of Stellar Flare, and I'll give it its appropriate response is that this is better. It's Stellar Flare, but with updated character and design in terms of enemy and buff. That's it. Still Stellar Flare. Like in terms, it's like relatively, if we have to compare in vacuum, this and this only, like only those two, this will be like A, and that will be like C. But at this point, with all the other event relatively, this is still just an event. It's a combat event. This is no better than this when it released. Actually, it's still it's technically it's somewhat better. I can't just say that. I think the bolder one should be like below. Saga of Primeval Blade. Maybe I can find it. Uma Musume before Uma Musume hit the global. Quite charming, quite unique. That's it. It's relatively decent length, but you don't really. It's not like a full UMA. You almost. I'm gonna compare a lot of the later game to existing game because that's essentially kind of what they're trying to do, right? They're not like ripping it off. It's just like make it so that how can we use that kind of gameplay style in our universe? Training your character with certain stats is obviously not just from Uma Musume, but it's obviously popularized by Uma Musume. So therefore, from the perspective of someone who played Uma Musume also almost daily, the length doesn't really help out. If it's like a way longer like career, yeah, but it is fine. What the fuck is this soundtrack, by the way? I don't recall hearing this. We have a shooting photo minigame, which this is a more intriguing one. This is like a reaction-based shooting minigame. It's quite easy. It's definitely around C. It's not that crazy, but it's quite simple. Trailblaze, friendship is magic. This is not only we go back to Bellabog, which is always lovely to see, but B, this is obviously how they introduce Memo Sprite. This is the prequel of Memo Sprite existent. Gameplay wise, it's another combat event. So to the combat event segment it goes. Luminary War Dance. Now you might say this is just another combat event. Correct. But they have a story to them. So bump it up to B. I don't think if you go up here, you don't really see much development in the world, right? You just have a combat event. A ranking combat event, sure. But honestly, even as combat event, this doesn't really do anything unique to it. They have like the whole fan, you build up fan to empower. Is this? No, right? Pure Fiction exists way before this, right? Because this is quite Pure Fiction style. But I'm pretty sure Pure Fiction happened before this. Hold on. Is it not gonna call Pure Fiction? It's not gonna call Pure Fiction. Never mind. When is Pure Fiction released? It feels like this is how Pure Fiction. No! This is the newer version of Pure Fiction. The old Pure Fiction is kind of dog shit. This make it have new mechanic that introduced to the current Pure Fiction, which so much better. Literally bump like Himiko to like tier 1 unit. That's an insane OST, by the way. Okay, moving on. We have a festive reveille, which is weirdly an introduction. No, it's like an extra mini game for the Hexa Gate thingy. I'll be honest, it's pretty meh. It's pretty meh. It's pretty meh. I'm actually telling you, it's pretty meh. Next up, we have Rappa, Anomal Domain, Ninjutsu Inscription. It's pretty fun, but it's too easy. It's too easy. In terms of rhythm game, this is very familiar. I think I reached to the corrector soundtrack. This is so familiar. Who is it? Adventuring? I'm gonna assume it's Adventuring. Anyhow, so great. I love reader game. So when I have this, I fucking love it. Okay, I actually need to see what the fuck it is. This is bugging me. Yes, it's Adventuring. Okay. Like kinda obvious, but I don't know why. My brain just seems to compute. It's just too easy. I just wish it make it slightly more challenging, right? Other than that, it just go around to not really that well connected places, to chat with not really that well connected people, to do a very odd. Okay, it's not saying not well connected. I see, like, obviously its goal is to have you go through different places, even all the way back to Asta space station. Oh, Hota's gonna kill me. Hoda space station. To even like play with Peppy, but in terms of the gay event itself, it's alright. Mr. Cole Fit pop-up shop. Now, where are you? There you are. It's another summit. Honestly, they're the same. Yeah. Honestly, they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all the fucking same. I'll use this moment to take a drink. Feel like we're almost halfway there, question mark, but yeah, I'm gonna FK and take some drink. So enjoy Robin. I cannot remember, this is Robin or Firefly. I'm gonna get butchered by saying that, aren't I? Oh well. BRB. Some slightly diluted oolong milk tea. Okay, I'm a bit harsh to that, but like, come on, I really don't feel like this kind of gameplay really help the overall health of the quality of event they could produce, right? So maybe it's necessary just to, you know, pad out some downtime, but they could really do something more unique than just, oh, bring XYZ material. Like, come on. For some reason, there's another boot hill. I do not know why there's two boot hill, but there is. I don't know. Is Boot Hill Square. Same shit as before, but just as another one. I don't know why. You can't say this not as gameplay fantastic. Outcome, whole ass room, whole ass new place to explore around your express slash pula shush. And Pom Pom have a fucking outfit. It's like crazy. It's a very minor story, but major in relevancy. Fucking this is they should have more of this. They should really expand more of the express. Since we're gonna use it all the time, it's like okay, it's pretty like mid in terms of the overall impact of the game and whatnot, but it's so important, especially down the line where our room or that area, the new parallel car, is gonna be used for main story purposes. It's like so necessary, right? Big, obviously, not obviously. That's it. Yeah, more of that, please. More expansion of the express. Okay, more picture. This time in Pentagon. Where did I put the previous picture? I think I put it around C, right? That's where I would put it. Okay, I might be blind now. Excuse me, what the oh, yeah, it's the bottom of C. This one, I guess is slightly... You know, one thing I do remember of this one is that you capture Wabu that appear only in camera. I feel like that's the only fun part about that event. I'm dying here. Okay, one of these is the New World Exploration event. This is the one. I think I didn't add it in. No, I did add it in. It's the same as bullet board. I'm not accepting that. Consider that as an event. This one is a combat event, right? It's one of the combat event. This one I don't even recall, so it's like worse than the punching punch one. This is just the drawing event. Isn't this also another submit, gather material and submit and just win? No, this is a combat event. There's back-to-back combat event. What the fuck you want me to do? It's a combat event. I think I slightly recall this more than the others, so... I'm sure it is a fun event, but there's really no differentiating this combat event and the next combat event and the previous combat event. All it does is just have different game mode and different buff and different style of gaining buff and different way the enemy can kill you or different way to get win condition. Same outcome. The reason why I put them all together is because you can literally have the same interface, same story, everything the same, just have the main gimmick of that combat event swap around. No one will tell difference, no one will complain, no one will realize that wait, this doesn't fit this here. Maybe slightly will have that kind of issue like from different patches. But this Stellar Flare versus this Stellar Simmer, if you swap the content, no one will tell the difference. people were just gonna complain why the fuck the Stellar Streamers is so much funner than Stellar Flare. But other than that, no one will care. Anyways, the wolf form. This one is to submit the camera to do job, right? Yes. It's pretty good. It's a management event that ties that involves the camera. It's the first ever involvement of the camera, which is not really much law relevance in Amphorius. Also, we reach Amphorius, Huzzah. Not really much law relevance in Amphorius, but it's a needed like downtime to bypass, I guess. This is before Hyacinth is introduced, right? Honestly, this kind of like QC stuff without Hyacinth kind of whack. Still be though. It is at least engaging compared to some of the others one. Ah, it's you. Star Rail World. The anniversary, the second anniversary. Now, where did I put that one? This one is an A. Just mainly from the gameplay aspect. Also, a lot of details lore. Not details lore lah. It's like extra like snippet. It's like similar to the previous anniversary where they introduced a lot of different scenes. But this one has so much better, and you can actually idle. It's the first proper idle game that is like decent. Hey, I come back every day just to see my thing goes, and I should do it to this anniversary, but I haven't done it because I don't have time. Next, honestly, I think most people still recall about this game if you were there. The fun gimmick of like pairing up certain combination of people to in the same shop. In the end, you kind of know what's the best combo. You know, at the time it's kind of sick. Still Slammer, a very good mini game, gameplay wise. Story wise, it's pretty meh. It's a good mini game, but meh story. It's another one that introduced with I hate this. Is fucking why is this weirdly? What the fuck is this? What was I trying to say? Oh, multiplayer game, right? Morning Starlight. I can't read. Version 3 of it. Surely it's better, right? Yeah, put them all together. The Return, or The Legend of the Galaxy Baseballer Demon King. I'll be honest, I don't even recall what extra stuff. I know there's like now a storyline, and where did I put the previous one? This is just Sam team. Where did I put the Legend of the Baseballer? Here. Okay, A goes. I like they introduced the ending for not ending lah. The first of all, showcase much more relevancy to some of the side character. Giovanni way more prevalent. Also, it's like we are slowly realizing that some of the event here are more permanent than we think, right? And the fact that this is a permanent event that bring back the previous version as permanent, when the previous one is not permanent, kind of great impact itself. But the one thing I like about this is that there is like a more hidden version. There's like you don't win this at the first try. You don't able to clear all the way to the end, right? Obviously, you do it level by level. You level up, yada. It's still like after the third attempt, you should win. But there is some oomph of challenge to it. There's some oomph of like dopamine hit every time you clear the stage and get some juicy reward. It's quite fun, right? I wouldn't mind having another version of this. Maybe change it up, different thematic. But yeah, pretty good. Sequel. Race and Drift, very interesting event. If I can even find it. It is very mediocre gameplay with mediocre story. somehow make it. I mean, playing it by on the day itself is fun. Question is alright. It's not something I would go, woo, wow. I can see them develop that kind of gameplay into something more prominent. Maybe this is the event that introduced the flying starship. I forgot its name. Near the end of Amphoreus when we were with Herta and Scrollum. But that by itself, it's alright. It's the most alright thing ever. I'm this. How long have I been on? 1 hour. It's just been 1 hour. Holy shit. Some people obviously done this can do this like way longer, but 1 hour of just yapping. Crazy. So after that, we have the official edition of Origami Bird Clash. Did I take the wrong one? No, I just have two different versions of it. Okay, then I'm gonna put this here. It's better, but not that better. In some aspect, I don't like this newer version, multiplayer version style of game. It's so whack. It's so wank. But the story, the single player gameplay is definitely better, but the multiplayer is, I don't know why it's so whack now. Ooh, Fate State Night, the prequel for Currency War. And remain as the prequel for Currency War. I don't know what to say. It's basically Currency War, but you only focus on. It's just Currency War. That's it. End statement. Whose fucking team is this? It's still Fireflies. Interesting. Okay. Speaking of Firefly, what's next? Oh, this. I know. Look, maybe bias. Map expansion, check. Character interaction, check. The only reason why this is no. Let me hold my thoughts. Very unique gameplay. I mean, unique by its current standpoint by itself, check. Addictive as fuck, check. Now, I would have put this at A due to how they do the ending, but because how they do the ending, I put it up at S. What the fuck I mean? They do this as like, oh, in the end, this is all just a dream. But then I remember, no, it's not just a dream. It actually happened, and we just forgot about it, or it happened in one of the timeline, and it's just retained ? And Furious Law, I'm still not fully grasped. I know the main gripes about it, but how the fuck does the cycle work? that part, like, look, I need to like sit down and watch a lecture video about it, but the fact that they still acknowledge us existing after we return back, and it's still there, even, technically, when we go there, it's a very fucking, it's one of the best ending they could produce. The character dynamic for all the crystals is so well fucking written. The rivalry with Finon and Maide, how into plantation and Zagreus is, how fucking how the whole critic and earning like Michelin star, that one is all is so great. The gameplay is one of the better one, definitely one of the better one. Could it have been, could it be like actual like standalone style of game, I definitely will play it. Honestly, those kind of like hotel management slash restaurant management, I'll fucking love to play more. Special Station Task Force, especially in F tier. Oh, bro, new friend. Another banger, baby. Here's important. Correct. Either you make it so that it's so unique gameplay that you basically want to keep playing it, or you develop the hell out of your existing character. Guess what all this does? Gameplay, a whole expansion to your base, with a very bonding moment with your family. Character, and even though it doesn't seem like it, character not development lah, but add-on. And others in A also does the same, but doesn't really have that high hit as this one. This one is basically just this, but obviously, come on, this is so much better. With character you know, and the interaction you go with them. The museum, this one is mostly the map and not the character, so that's why it doesn't really hit that high, right? The others doesn't have, like both of these, mainly this doesn't involve the main world, right? This one is just fun gameplay, and that's why it's at 8. But really what I like is when they introduce the developed character. You might say, well, wouldn't this technically be? Yes, but this is just one single character. Technically, you do meet more character, but you're focusing on like March 7, you're focusing on Rappa, you just focus on Clocky. There's not even a playable character, unless you consider Misha, whatever, right? Side thing. This one have mediocre gameplay, but focus mainly on just your wolf. Like I feel like you can see a pattern, that style I like. You wait time to rise your Dromas. It's a very charming, simple, obviously fun, quirky event. Honestly, it's charming enough. I'll put at A. It's one of that is definitely a very charming minigame. Colorful Mayhem is not the event. Try not to laugh challenge. Everyone know where this goes now. Yet another fucking combat event. We have reached currency war. We have reached near the end of Amphorius. We only have a few left. I mean, we are already out of Amphorius minigame. This is just not Amphorius anymore. And Snack Dash is also not Amphorius. This is weird. I'll be honest. I don't know how to feel about Snack Dash. The gameplay is unique. Story non-existent, essentially. Unique gameplay. It's like high C, low B, high C, low B. Is this better than a treasure game? Is this better than Seal Wolf? Is it better than Luminary War Dance? No, but is it better than Trace and Drift? Yes. This one is hard to say. Put this on Lobby. It's just a unique style of minigame. Multiplayer too, but unique style of minigame. I had my fun share. Look, I had my fun share, so I think it deserves to be. If it make me have fun. Toot toot toot. And we are almost clear with 2025. AWU Championship. It's pretty much the same as Louis Slammer and AWU Firm. It's just different style. Instead of management, it's just like slightly strategic autopad battler. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Random and Twilight. Now, this combat event is much more memorable because I recall you turning yourself into an enemy, you needing to go negative health, you need to do a lot of weird whack stuff. It's actually the first ever combat event where I'm actually gonna put it at B. Other than obviously the Mini Wardens where it's like a very gimmicky, not gimmicky, a very story-based one. This one is kinda neat. Put at B. I think this is the some of the event here transcend to some of the buff in the future, especially like in Apocalyptic Shadow. Treasure Hunt. I'll be honest, I don't recall this. Even though this is like fucking this is kind of bad if it's in 2026 itself and I don't recall the fucking event. Grand. Oh. Okay. Okay. This I feel like it's a bit special. I don't know. No, it's the same. I was like, is there any difference between this and this? No. Just send it. Just send it down here. We have finally entering Planet Arcadia. Yes, that's it. We are finally entering Planet Arcadia. What a journey, eh? I just realized I accidentally put this in. First of all, their unique minigame in Planet Arcadia, the Cosmic Con combat. What is it? Cosmic Con Row something. Cosmic Con Collective, that's what it's called. Now I'm gonna treat this as if like Cosmic Con Collective is tied to this event existence. Pretty good. Definitely one of the better minigame in terms of gameplay style. I don't even need to go through this anymore. I know which one's the next one. Whisper War Saga. Whisper War Saga. Whisper War Saga. A. Until they add a proper auto battler, it's an A. Similar to this, though this actually have character, have this could have been like an SS tier if I will ever have an SS tier, but I won't put it in SS tier. Mainly because it's quite limiting on what you can build for your team to auto battle with. This one is unique, you have some sort of strategy. This one you just put in people and that's it. You just let it auto play. The only thing why I did this S is the fucking interaction with people is so good. So fun. This one, you do interact, but it's like a fake version of them, yada yada. And the main antagonist is a fucking whisper, it's a block. Which like, okay, whatever. Great. The battle simulator is so great though. I wish they developed more, but sadly, I thought they're like, yo, we're gonna get expand. No, it's just for this event. Hopefully they actually add a proper version of it where you have a out of turn order combat, not say like no longer turn based combat and more like battle simulator style. That one I feel like will be interesting, but we don't know how it goes. We don't know how that will work. This could be like a testing for future stuff, but this, ladies and gentlemen, why is it not expanding the way I wanted it to expand? Let me just save this first, in before I accidentally delete it. There we go. Ah, there we go. It refreshes and make it more proper. This, no, I refresh and half of it is got. Thank God I save it. Thank fucking God I save it. Let me switch. Boom. There we go. So, you know what? That is good enough. Welcome to my tier list of all past event since the very start, 1.0 till now. 1,100 days of Honkai Star Rail. 1,100 journey that lead me to Starward. All the way from the first ever Boulder fucking Fight Club thingy to the Auto Battler of all time. Everything in between, rank. I already explained my reason why it's all S. I think I would not change any of this. I can't change it even if I want to because fucking got resetted. Oh well. Here, most of the major event, you can definitely see it being here. B, also most of the major event, but just doesn't really hit to my liking as much. Still good though, but you know, put it in B. C, mainly combat event and some of the weaker story or gameplay event I'll put here. D, now D is that I don't want them to be gone. I don't want the hexagram event to be gone. I don't want Boot Hill lore to be gone. And nor would I want them to not have any more lore specific or character specific event in the future. What I do know, wait, Space Station Task Force is a combat event, isn't it? Nah, I cannot remember. No. I think it's an assignment one. It looks like assignment one, so I'm gonna assume it's assignment one. I'm like, I feel like there's one too many there, but it's fine. Assignment slash, it's literally look like I have the same thumbnail as the first iteration of it. Assignment or gather material to submit just to get for Jade, be gone. I'm sure there's a very good reason why they have them and why they have 6 of them, technically 8 of them, but I can't count, so why there are 7/9 of them. But as the player, as a consumer that play the game, dailies, only for the daily, they are pretty much nothing. They are very nothing sauce. And so that ends the 1,100th day. I'll be honest. Okay, afterthought. No one care about myself anymore. I didn't know I can last this long, so I'm just happy. With that, thanks for coming by. Hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.